Hi, I'm back. Just going to show you how to do a nice summer look. Something that's not too complicated. Something that's quite light and fresh. Makes your skin look beautiful. I'm going to start off with a good eye base because you really want your eyeshadow to last all day, especially in the hot summer heat. So I'm going to use the Trish McEvoy Sheer Gold Eye Base Essential. She does these in a range of colours, but this is a really nice one for dark skin. So what I'm going to do is apply this directly to the eyelid. You want to concentrate mainly on the ball of the eye and halfway into the crease. And I'm just going to blend out with my fingers. And you want to spread that all the way up to underneath the eyebrow area. Let's do the other side. Now it's nice because you can actually use these as primers for eyeshadow, or you can use them by themselves. Like I say, this is the best one for dark skin. So I'm just going to blend that in. Dry. So now we've got our base on. I'm going to go on to one of my favourite colours. This is a MAC colour. It's expensive pink. I'm going to go into there. I'm going to use my brush from Trish McEvoy, so eye blending brush, brush 30. And I'm just going to go onto the ball of the eye, on the eyelid area. And you're just going to blend that on. So this is like my day look that is just literally like a quick 5-minute jobby. I want to look like I've got a bit of something on. I haven't made too much of an effort. You're going to take this all the way to the crease of the eye. And then I'm just going to use it to highlight underneath the eyebrows as well. Do a crease colour. So I use a mix of colours. I like to use my foundation pressed powder, and I'm using the MAC NC55. So use a little bit of that, and I'm going to also use a little bit of Cafe Latte from Trish McEvoy. She has some really nice natural colours that are really good for all skin types. So what you're going to do is do a V, literally on the corner of your eye, and into the socket. And you're going to go round into like sweeping this like a windscreen wiper. And because I want to really kind of open up my eye area, I'm taking it quite high into my crease. I'm going to do the other side, same again. Just blend it all through. And when you think you've blended enough, just keep blending a little bit more, just so that it's nice and soft. To define the eye area, again, this is the Intense Black pencil, which I really love. It's also got a nib at the other end. So if you wanted to do a smoky eye, this is fantastic for doing that. And it's so intense, it's got a little bit of sparkle to it. So you can have a little bit of shimmer on the eye, but it's not too much. So what I'm going to do is literally just kind of go along the lash line, as close to the lash line as possible. Just to get some definition. I don't want to do a real thick wing today. So you can see it's just defined on the side. And I'm stretching my eye out. Because this is a gentle gel pencil, it lasts all day. Once it sets, it sets. But it goes on really smooth now. Next thing to do is to make sure that we put on some mascara. So I like to do all my eyes before I do the rest of my face. So I'm going to use Chantecaille mascara. This is the Faux Cils mascara. It is wonderful. It's got rose water in there, and it really just makes your lashes look like you have false lashes on. Unfortunately, I should say, it's not waterproof. So if you are a bit of a crier, you want to go for a waterproof mascara. So now that's done, in them, I'm going to use Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation because it's really lightweight. It really looks like your skin. You want to make sure that you match your foundation to your chest or your neck if you're going to have that exposed. You want to make sure that you look even and not like you have the horrible line where your foundation finishes, so it looks like you have a mask on. So, my favourite brush to apply the foundation with to get a beautiful sheer application and beautiful finish is the Trish McEvoy Sheer Mistake Proof Blending Brush. You can see I've already been using this. So all you need to do is stipple the product. I've got it on the back of my hand. I'm going to stipple the product of the foundation into the brush, and then I'm going to literally stipple it onto my face. And then I start whisking or blending and really buffing it into the skin. This almost gives you like an airbrush kind of finish. So now I have a beautiful, flawless finish on my face. I like this skin. Need to make sure that we correct underneath the eyes because we really don't want any bags. So I'm going to use Ellis Fast today. I like to mix a little bit of two. I'm going to use Ellis Fast concealer. It's a new brand, I think they're Swedish. It's a little bit like the Touche concealer, and it's got a brush at the end, which is quite cool. You really don't need much of this, so I'm using number 207 for underneath my eyes. Because I know it's a little bit light considering I've gotten a little bit darker, I'm going to mix it with a little bit of the Bobbi Brown concealer, the almond concealer. Because this is such a thick concealer, you really don't need that much. So I'm just going to dab in there, and then I'm going to use a little bit of the Ellis Fast. And I'm just going to do a triangle underneath my eye. And really just blend that all the way, up. Just press that all in. You really want to make sure that the concealer is pressed into the skin so it doesn't look like you've painted concealer underneath your eye. So by just taking it out a little bit more, it's kind of like giving yourself an instant eye lift. And really just press that all in. I'm going to set my foundation now and the concealer with a little bit of powder. I'm still using the MAC NC55 loose powder. And I'm just going to lightly press that into my skin because I do want a little bit of a dewy kind of finish. I just don't want it too dewy because obviously I'm going to get a little bit warm when I get outside. Next step, we want to make sure that we contour and blush. To use a dark cherry color. I don't even know if they still do this brand. It's Interface. You can see how old this is. Interface, and the color is Earth. So I'm just going to use this to contour. We want to suck in and literally do like a diagonal going down. And that's really going to help to emphasize cheekbones, kind of slimline the face a little. And then I'm just going to finish up with a little bit of Format by MAC, which is a beautiful kind of bronzy colour, and just use that on the apples of the cheeks and blend it up. So you're going to use this on top of where you've contoured and on the apples. Finally, I want to finish off with something for the lips, and I've kind of been into pinks recently, hence why I have pink on. So I'm going to use this lovely colour called Angelica. It's by NARS. It's a lip gloss, and this is just really going to set everything off nicely. It's like a pale pink. And there you have it. So it's almost like a dolly kind of look. Very spring, summer, very fresh, very light. I hope you like it. See you next time. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Nicole Gale, MUA. See you then. Bye.